TV taught me how to dream.
'24 win season, then it all changed the summer when you get KG and Ray Allen. Tell me how the team changed when y'all had those guys. Of course, two Hall of Famers.
I mean, it was from jump. It was the chemistry from jump. I think those guys came in. We all came in about maybe 3 weeks earlier than camp and started to hoop. And from the first game of pickup, the biggest difference I noticed was KG yelling. I'm up top on the ball. He's yelling, "Screen, screen, screen." I'm like, damn, this nigga ain't even nowhere near me yet. So I was like, it was a different, it was just easy playing with him. You know what I mean? Like he told you where to be, what was happening behind you, and if you got a guy behind you just to be able to talk,
your eyes. You need your eyes. You need your eyes.
The game is easy, so he was able to quarterback me through that. And from that moment on, I knew like this shit was on. You know what I mean? Just having a guy that can quarterback behind me versus me and not being always on backline having to say shit like. I had a big fella that knew the game as well. And then, like I said, it goes along with our work ethic. We went to Rome right away. That helped from jump. We got our chemistry from day one. Going on a trip overseas where shit, you don't have anybody to talk to but yourself. Everybody's speaking a foreign language. We got into there. We were able to lock in and just understand what we were trying to accomplish that year. And the mentality and that mindset for me, being able to experience that, being around the great leadership. And when they brought in Sam Cassell, one of my closest coaching staff buddies was Armand Hill. He's still with Doc.
My guy too.
Armand, real cool dude.
Hey, KG said the same thing when he was on the show. He was like, from that first practice, how we competed, how he felt like everybody was on the same page and came in to work. He said the exact thing, bro. He said from that first practice, he knew that y'all had something special.
Man, we used to dog it, yo. We used to have it called G-unit runs. That's when you play one-on-one and you couldn't call it foul. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, we wasn't going crazy, but it was like, nigga, ain't no soft-ass foul. They was playing, like I said, bigs would line up on one end and the guards line up on the other end. We would go at it. We was playing ones before the games.
Hey, speaking of KG, obviously to land him was huge. He was talking about other teams and possible situations where he went. But when we interviewed him on the show, and I quote, he said, "You got to keep the little African kid, yo. If I come to Boston, you got to keep the African kid."
Yeah, he keeps telling that sorry ass story.
He keeps saying that shit.
That's his truth, though.
But to know someone of Kevin Garnett's caliber knew that you were a young and up-and-coming main piece for that team, how did that make you feel? I'm sure that had to give you a lot of confidence.
Oh, definitely a lot. Like I said, it was so crazy that I was sitting at the crib at my mom's house in Kentucky when the trades were happening. I think it was before the draft. And like I said, my name was on the board the first 2 days, along with, 6 other guys. I'm like, damn, I'm going to Minnesota. I'm like, fuck. But I'm like, I asked to get out of here, because I was trying to get out of there my rookie year. Doc ass wasn't playing me. I was trying to get up out of there. So I was like, okay, cool. The trade happened. If I trade, it happens to happen. 2 days passed. Danny called me like, you ain't going nowhere. So I said, cool. I locked back in with Boston. And I, not knowing that KG was like, nah, get him out of there. Keep him here. You know what I mean? So that changed my career path right there.
What is your heritage? Where does the name Rajon Rondo come from?
Rajon, my mama just made the shit up. You know what I mean? This is a unique name that I appreciate to this day. So it ain't nothing. I think my uncle's name is Roderick, and I think she wanted an R or something. It's just made up.
Talk to us a little bit. You guys had a run. You guys won a championship. Obviously, the first taste of the Lakers-Celtics rivalry. You guys got a chance to play against each other a few times. What was it like to be a 21-year-old point guard in the midst of the most historical rivalry in the game?
I was just locked into the moment. It was a surreal moment understanding the history because the Celtics hadn't won, since I was born. I think it was 20 years, prior to us getting there or being back into the championship. So I had to watch a lot of tape and just understand, all the greatness that I'm pretty much a part of now and understand how big the rivalry was. And I didn't realize until, the NBA Finals or the media hit. Once the media was there, it was like, damn, this is the real deal. And all the attention and porters from different countries, at the event, it was like, this is bigger than I imagined. So it was dope at 21 just to be able to go through that. And then being, playing for Boston, I still say the best fans and, one of the best fans that I've ever played for those arenas. So they know the game. They're amazing fans. And it was just, like I said, great being in that town at the time, Title Town.
You and Jack both won at young ages. You guys both had big closeout Game 6. What was your experience like closing someone out on the biggest stage, Rondo? And then I want to compare it to, I want Jack to talk about his experience as well. Because for young players, a lot of motherfuckers ain't got them kind of balls.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking dominate. Like I said, Danny came to me before Game 6 and was like, I don't give a fuck what you do. He was like, get him up. I said, what? Get him up? All right, cool. Say no more. So I just kind of went in the mentality, like I said, and shot the ball. And I knew that aggressive play. I intended and hoped that aggressive play would propel us to get a victory. And like I said, we beat the shit out of them that year. So it was an all-around team effort. So.
I think for me, and it was similar, to Rondo, I'm pretty sure, but just having Tim Duncan have the confidence in me. I think for me not playing, to me starting, to me getting all those shots and making big shots, it all started and had something to do with Tim. And when you got the best player believing in you, you got the best player telling the coach that you need to start, you got the best player coming to you, believing you to throw you the pass at the end of the game, that boosts your confidence. So for me, having Tim to have my back and let me know that I belong in this game, that I belong on this team, that I'm a big part of this team, that's what helped me as a young guy. So anytime you have a young guy that you know that they're going to be a big part of your team, it's imperative that the star players give him that confidence.